Okay, guys, I know it looks scary, but I just wanted to read you from the message. I've had several people message me about our challenge that we're doing with Daughters of the King, and this week it's reading Isaiah 53. And I've heard that the message has a really, really good version of it. And I just want to read it to you guys, whether you're following with us with DOK, Daughters of the King, or not. But it just is so, so powerful. But our challenge is to read Isaiah 53 and really get a look at God's heart and who Jesus is, and just really get an idea of who he is. And it says, I just want to read chapter 53 to you guys. Who believes what we've seen and heard? Who would have thought God's saving power would look like this? The servant grew up before God, a scrawny seedling, a scrubby plant in a parched field. There was nothing attractive about him, nothing to cause us to take a second look. He was looked down on and passed over. A man who suffered, who knew pain firsthand. One look at him and people turned away. We looked down on him, thought he was scum. Scum. But the fact is, it was our pains he carried, our disfigurements, all the things wrong with us. We thought he brought it on himself, that God was punishing him for his own failures, but it was our sins that did it to him, that ripped and tore and crushed him, our sins. That he took the punishment that made us whole, and that made us whole. Though his I can't talk, I'm sorry. Through his bruises, we get healed. We're all like sheep who've wandered off and gotten lost. We've all done our own thing, gone our own way, and God has piled all of our sins, everything we've done wrong, on him. On him. He was beaten, he was tortured, but he didn't say a word. Like a lamb taken to be slaughtered, and like a sheep being sheared, he took it all in silence. Justice miscarried, and he was led off. And did anyone really know what was happening? He died without a thought for his own welfare. They buried him with the wicked, threw him in a grave with a rich man, even though he'd never hurt a soul or said any word that wasn't true. Still, it's what God had in mind all along, to crush him with pain. That right there just sent shivers up my spine. To crush him with pain. That was God's plan. The plan that the plan was that he give himself as an offering for sin, and so that he'd see life come from it. Life, life, and more life. And God's plan will deeply prosper through him. Out of that terrible travail of soul, he'll see that it's worth it, and he will be glad that he did it. Through what he experienced, my righteous one, my servant, will make many righteous ones. And as he carries himself the burden of their sins, therefore I will reward him extravagantly, the best of everything, the highest honors, because he looked death in the face and he didn't flinch. Because he embraced the company of the lowest, he took on his own shoulders the sin of the many. He took up the cause of all the black sheep. Now that is who we serve. That is the God we serve. No matter what you're going through, that is the God we serve. And that's the Jesus that went to the cross for you. I just want to encourage you guys tonight, get in the Word and find out who God is. And you will never, ever, ever be the same.